one of the areas that we saw that was very relevant to your business development was another aspect is the partnership development. Most of you kind of thought about how can you be able to identify value partnerships? How can you be able to build? How do you create your partnership development framework? How do you measure the impact of your partnership? How do you kind of evaluate and see if you want to be able to extend or maybe close partnerships and all that? Going with like from the training for marketing and going to the partnership, I see some sort of alignment, and I'm hoping that Crystal will be able to actually be able to take us through, maybe have a bit of a recap from the marketing training, and before we now kind of deep dive into today's session on the partnership. And also one thing I wanted to say is it's important that we have very active participation. So in the areas where you feel like maybe you don't understand, you will actually be able to maybe ask questions, or if you have any question you want to ask, please do not hesitate so that we can be able to deliver something very valuable to everybody. Without wasting much time, I will hand over to Crystal, and she can take it from here.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing great today. So I will start by sharing my screen. I think I'm not being able to share my. I think only the host can share.
I think you should be able to share. Let me check again. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I think it worked now. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, but not on the presentation mode.
Yes, like this. Good. Okay. So yeah. So happy to be here with you again. I'm Christelle. You all met me last time with my colleague Jessica. We both prepared the session and will both interact with you. So last time we talked about basically go-to-market, if you remember. So just to recap, we talked about it's very good to have a good product or service, but if we do not identify the right customer segment and the right strategy to launch our product and service, we're not going to be able to sell properly. So the go-to-market is the strategy we have to build and put in place, put the strategy, the channels, and so on, in order to deliver our product or service to our customers, interact with them, sell them, and retain them. One of the key pillars to really have a solid go-to-market and successful go-to-market strategy, one very good way to do it is build the right partnership strategy. So select your right partners who can really add value to your business, and especially if you are at the startup stage. So setting up the right partnerships will help you a lot in launching your business, in expanding your business, in selling your products or service, in growing your customer baseline. This is what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so I have a question today. I would like to really hear, me and Jessica would like to hear more from the audience and more about your very nice ideas and projects. So can someone share with me, please, why should we build partnerships and how does this impact the startups? So at your opinion, I mean, why you think we need to build partnerships? How this can help you as a startup? Why do you need partnerships? Anyone can would like to share anything? Okay, so we're gonna start by watching a small video, but I want to make sure that you're able to hear the sound. So I will just I will start running the video. Just give me a sign if you can hear or not.
How do you grow your business? Sales and marketing, right? How do you grow your business? Sales and marketing, right? But how's that really working for you? Only 3% of people find salespeople trustworthy. When was the last time you got helpful advice from a sales associate? And 84% of millennials don't trust advertising. Not to mention that ad supply is literally shrinking down to smaller and smaller screens, pushing costs higher and higher. But here's the good news. Relationships built on trust are boosting enterprise growth across the world. A recent Forrester study indicates that companies with mature partnership programs generate a greater share of revenue from the partnership channel and grow faster than their peers. And guess what? The World Trade Organization estimates that 75% of global commerce is driven through partnerships. Like the sportswear company who works with social media influencers to recommend their favorite clothing. Or the ticket sales company who partnered with a music app to help listeners find nearby concerts. Or the pet product subscription box that allied with animal shelters to help new dog owners. And that's just the beginning. Companies who fully embrace the partnership channel are already growing faster than their competitors. Are you in? Find out more about.
Okay, so this is a video that we wanted to show you just to talk a bit about the importance of building relationships. So even if we have the right technology tools, the right channels, the right strategies, at the end, building personal relationships, building partnerships, establishing really ties and relationships with my stakeholders in the business, this is very important. This is key. So nothing replaces the personal interaction, the personal bonding, the personal partnerships. Okay, so when we talk about partnership, it's about when we want to partner, it's always about two persons, right? So it's not about, so it's always a bilateral relationship between two entities or between two persons. It's about collaborations, it's about exchange of mutual benefits, and we're going to talk more about it. So why should we build partnerships? Basically, there are many advantages to build partnerships. It's a way to expand the stakeholders that influence and that support my company, that I can influence as well. So why would I build partnership? I need to start asking myself, what do I need? What's my objective? Okay, what's in it for me and what can I offer? And this is how I start to see who are the relevant stakeholders that I need to select and establish a partnership with. So depending on my objective, am I willing to increase my customer baseline? Am I willing to access new market? And am I willing to explore new business development opportunities, new services, new products to add to my business? Am I willing to expand and have a wider market coverage? Also by setting up partnerships and by, for example, outsourcing specific operations of your business, this will help you reduce your cost and will help you focus more on the core of your business. Okay, so for instance, if you can outsource the production of your product or your distribution or the marketing, and you can focus on the essence of your product, that's also the value of the partnership. Partnership also are very necessary to expand knowledge, and the more I get partners, the more I get exposed, the more I learn from them, the more I share my knowledge. So there's a lot of advantages to have partnerships. And we can see also recently a lot of partnerships between startups and corporates, because this is a source of innovation for the corporates. So we see big companies, instead of building their own department and building their own new products or service or processes, we see them partners with startup to really collaborate and expand their the pipeline of their product and service, and focus on the core operations of their business. So there's a lot of advantages in setting up partnerships. To be more concrete, I'm going to let Jessica share a concrete case study that shows us in practice how brands can partner together, and an example of partnerships that really add value to do big corporate brands. Jessica?
Yes, thank you, Christelle. So let's engage together with this case study. So everyone knows Nike and Apple, yes? So if we want to look into those two major player brands in the market, we can see that Nike is a major player in clothing and sports equipment. And usually Nike sponsors a lot of high-profile athletes, while Apple is solely related to technology, to computer, to software. So why do you think they did this partnership? What is common between these two brands? Can you tell me what's common between these two brands?
We would like to hear from you. So why do you think Nike and Apple?
Can I speak?
Yes.
Can I speak?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
I think it's about performance, because both of these brands speak about performance, high profile athlete, and high profile PC, and the original one also, authentic.
Yes.
This is my opinion.
Yes, exactly. What you're saying, Mianta, is very good, because both brands are leaders in the market. They both have mutual interest, like they want to increase the sales. And one of the things that they were looking into is that when we look at Nike and Apple, we say that 70% of the runners already listen to music. So Christelle, can you go back to the other slide, that why using the partnership? So if we look at this slide, why building the partnership? What is the added value that Nike wants from Apple, and what's the added value that Apple wants from Nike? Well, Nike was able to use the partnership with Apple to deliver a high quality application without even having an in-house experience with apps development. And they started this trend to allow the runner to measure their performance. So if we look at this slide, why building partnership? It's not because they wanted to increase their income, or maybe they wanted to build like more brand awareness and target another niche of people. But really, if we look at this, can you give me which 2 or 3 points they were looking into in their partnerships? Anyone? Do you want to write it in the chat instead of saying, talking about it?
Let's, okay, we'll play the video that basically the advertisement that reflects that partnership, and explain more about it accordingly.
Your average pace is 7:15. 2 miles to go. completed 30 minutes, 27 seconds.
So going back to you, Jessica.
So I'm sorry, can you go back to the why so we can pinpoint what are the points of the points you were talking about? So Mianta, you were saying develop a new strategy, which is right. And if you look at why building partnership, Nike and Apple were trying to reinforce perceived weakness that was at Nike's, that they're not related to technology. Apple wanted to look into something related to business development, and they wanted to exchange knowledge and develop new strategies, since two of them, they have the same, basically the same customer base and the same vision. And this is why when they did this, Apple said that her online sales increased by 30% just by doing this only partnership between those two brands.
So Jessica, can you give us more details about what happened? So what was the partnership? Or anyone want to share what did you see in the video? So what did they do basically? Anyone wants to share any insight about the video?
Can I share?
Yes,
my
of course,
vision?
of course, Mihan.
Can I speak?
Yes, of course.
Hello. Yes,
Yes, Mianta.
it's. I think. I think it's to create a new experience that have never been experienced before.
Yes.
True, true. I'll tell you what they did eventually. Basically, Apple made like a small chip that you can embed in the Nike shoes. And there was a place only in the Nike shoes where you can put this chip. And whenever you run, there's a sensor that can communicate with Apple iPod directly through a software, and it measures and records the distance and the pace of your walk or your run. So after your run, you can know how many steps you did, how many calories you burned, what was your pace. Even they tried to include it with the Google Maps. So when you're running, they can tell you that if you can go right or left, how many miles you're still going, if you need to reduce your pace or increase your pace.
Actually, I love what Mianta said. So the experience. So it's really about the experience. It's really about providing the most valuable experience to your customer. And when they jointly did this collaboration, it was a technology experience. It was a sport experience. It was a brand experience, and what they gained is a bigger customer pipeline, tapping into a new customer pipeline for each brand, and having a wider coverage and brand awareness, and sharing also the values that are relevant for the brands. Okay, so let's move on. Okay. So I would like to talk a bit about the key element of basically setting up a partnership. So when we want to start building a partnership, okay, what are the key elements that we need to consider? So like I said, partnership involves two stakeholders, two people or two companies or two entities. So it's about shared benefits and shared responsibilities. Okay, so the first question we need to ask yourself: what do you need? So what do I need? Who can help me in my business? Who can give me a better exposure? Who can give me maybe material I need? So do I need a supplier? Do I need a producer? Do I need a marketing agency? Do I need a distributor? Do I need a media partner? What are my needs? I need to identify my needs. And then when I identify who can I partner with, okay, there should be, it's a relationship. So it will be about common responsibilities and common benefits. So you should ask yourself, what's in it for me to partner with this entity? And they will ask themselves the same thing. So it should be a win-win situation, okay? And this will involve common responsibilities, so common things to do, and common benefits. So there should be advantages for both parties, okay? There will be also a budget or a cost involved, and this can have a monetary value. So it can be like something that I have to pay or they have to pay, or it can be an in-kind service. So a contribution, something that I'm giving that is worth a certain amount of budget, okay? A service, a product, a shop, a network that I have. So I can either put money or I can put in-kind services or products that are valuable and that are worth a certain budget, okay? So these are basically key elements about partnerships. Key values, it's very important to talk about the values, okay? Because if we look again at Nike and Apple, we see common values about innovation, about lifestyle, about customer experience. So when you have to select partners and establish partnership, this involves common ethics, common values, collaboration, leadership, teamwork. So it's a mutual work. Okay, it's two parties working together to get a better success in their business. It's about communication, it's about sharing knowledge, and it requires a clarity of tasks, roles, and responsibilities to develop and implement this partnership. A 360 approach. Why I'm saying a 360 approach? Because when I build a partnership with someone, with an entity, okay, it's not only, this involves a work, a strategy, implementation, an action plan, mutual benefits. And this does not involve only the two entities talking to each other. It's a 360 approach. So if I build a certain partnership, for example, also going back to Nike and Apple, if they build this partnership, okay, they should involve their whole ecosystem in this partnership. So for instance, there should be mission alignment. So the partnership they should both have a same mission, a same objective, okay? They should involve the marketing and the communication they are doing. So they should integrate several components of their business to make this partnership succeed and to make their work succeed. So they should communicate about it. They should reflect it in their communication strategy to their customers when they add the logos, when they talk about it, when they did the advertisement, for example. So customers will know about it. The communication strategy will be adapted accordingly. The finance and the budget requirements for this partnership also will be implemented. The employees will be engaged, so they should know about this partnership. They should be engaged. They should be responsible to communicate and support in its implementation. So there should be, this is just to show, to tell you that when you set up a partnership, you should really involve your team, your strategy, your clients. So it's really a 360 approach, okay? Now the questions that we have to ask: with whom I can partner? So who can be my partner and what types of collaboration I can develop, okay? And this starts by asking yourself, who are the people that can help me in my business? So some types of the stakeholders that I can share with you here, of course there can be more, but an example of stakeholders that you can partner with and really add value to your business. It can be, for example, if you're working in education, okay, if you're offering training and education product or services. So key partners for you will be universities or schools, right? Because you will be suggesting for them your programs. So building partnerships with universities in that case is very relevant. If you're offering, for example, services for cities, public services. You need to partner with government, with municipalities. So it really depends on your product, your service, the sector you're working on, the stage of your company, and what you have to offer, what you have to gain, okay, and what are your needs. If you would like some exposure and awareness for your startup, it would be very good. And if you want to promote your product, for example, if you're selling food, okay, certain food products, it's very good, for example, to partner with media influencers, bloggers, who talk about food on social media. So it really depends again on what is the type of collaboration you're looking for and who can really add value to this. Am I looking for example, if you have developed a prototype and you're looking for production, okay, so who are the manufacturers that I can partner with? Who are the production firms that I can outsource to, okay? Who are the corporations, the NGO, the organizations, the foundation that I can support and that I can get support from? Who are the other so we see a lot of startups. For example, in Berytech, we work a lot with startups, and I would like here to highlight one example of two startups working in the environment. So one startup is working on a solution for collection of recyclables, and the other startups is working on transportation of this recyclables to landfills, for example. They have partnered together, okay, through a mobile app and through the collaboration they have to cover a big region in Lebanon, whereby one startup handles collection of recyclables, communicates with the other, and the other take care of the basically the distribution to the collection points. So this is a very simple example of two startups that we supported in the recycling field that collaborated together and generated a bigger impact to ensure a wider coverage of their services in the north of Lebanon. Okay, so here to tell you, you have to ask yourself, what type of stakeholders do I need? Who can support me in launching and growing my business? We need to put them under specific categories, and we need to map them to see who are those people. Second, I need to ask myself, what type of collaboration do I want to develop? So basically, it's based on my need, and it's based on what I can offer. Am I looking to outsource a specific operation of my business? Am I looking for a sales partner, point of sales, for example, a new someone to support me with production, someone who can supply me raw material? Am I looking for new distribution channels, online or offline? Am I looking for someone to, for example, if I'm doing an e-commerce startup, okay, to sell peanut butter, okay? So I will be focusing on the peanut butter production and branding and business development. But it's a good idea to partner with a technology company who can develop and manage my technology and the e-commerce platform, because this will allow me to focus more on the core of my business, and the partnership can add value because they are experts in what they are doing, and it will be a mutual benefits for both and less costly for me. Okay, so this is another example. Am I looking for media partners? Am I looking for to set up a franchise, to set up a joint venture? Am I looking for a funding partner, so an investor or a corporate to invest in my company? Also, am I looking for a specific expertise so what type of collaboration do I want to have? Okay, what's the business development opportunity that I'm exploring, and who can help me in this? This is another example that we wanted to talk about. I will let Jessica also talk about it.
Thank you, Christelle. So do you all know Tesla and Airbnb? Just let me know if I want to tell you about what they both do, or you know them. Basically, Tesla, it's in electronic cars. and Airbnb, it's a service that lets property owners rent their spaces for traveler looking for a space to stay, and they rent them the whole space. So I'll ask you a question, but I want you all to reply back. Why would Tesla partner with Airbnb, knowing Tesla is a car sector going electronics on solar panel and charging their batteries, and Airbnb is a place solely for renting a place for the traveler. Can you tell me why would they do these partnerships?
We have, for example, Anna. Would you like to share anything? Trying to pick names.
Anna doesn't want to share.
Okay, so who can? So let's explain what the.
Okay, so let me give you some points. So what was the challenge of Tesla? The challenge of Tesla, basically, when you decide to do a partnership, it's either you want a company that complements what you're doing, the way that an application to drive tourists to Airbnb. Okay, I can take it. But basically, when you're searching for a partnership, like we saw in Apple and Nike, they wanted something that they complemented each other. They had the same customer base. They just wanted to add something to their product to make it more like interesting, but targeting the same customer base. In the case of Tesla, Tesla had already a challenge for the people traveling with the electric car. And for them, they wanted to partner with a network that can we can say it's a connection of network that is available, that whenever you plan a road trip, you can know, if I want to stay for the night, there is a place that can be good for me and for my car. So I can charge my car and I can still rest here. So that was the advantage of Tesla, because it was a challenge for them to lessen the anxiety of their customer, that today, if I want to take a very long trip, where would I find an electric charger for my car? How gonna stay 10 minutes or 30 minutes to charge my car? Maybe my car will stop working in the middle of the street. And for them to remove this anxiety from their customer base mind, they search for Airbnb to be able to put their chargers. While if we look at the other part and we look at Airbnb, what was the advantage for them to work with Tesla? And by the way, Tesla had a lot of rules and regulation to be able to plug their stations in the Airbnb. They should be booked more than 5 times, clean, neat. They had a rules and regulation. I can let you know about them lately. But why would Airbnb take all this challenge to be able to partner with Tesla? Anyone? Do you know, Christelle?
Yes, so I go back to the very important word that we heard before, which is experience. And really, I really value this word, because it's all about giving the best experience to your customer. So here we're talking about, so who are the main client of Airbnb? These are travelers coming to explore countries and have like a practical lodging experience. And Tesla, so transportation and touring around in specific countries to really travel and tour and explore the country. One of the experiences that Tesla wanted to give was using the electric cars and tapping into this market of travelers looking to really explore cities and use commute.
True. True, but there was another side, and this is a very important side that we will be talking about, that Tesla is a luxurious automakers. And sometimes we look at some companies that they are afraid to partner with someone that gives this this image of luxury, of a high brand. But in this case, when Airbnb was looking into Tesla, that it was a very high and luxurious automakers, and they were thinking that the people that are using Tesla, they are people, basically rich people. They can go for afford hotel rooms and not Airbnb. And this is why they tapped into this market, and they challenged themselves to be able to go into the Tesla rules, for them to be able to get those people to drive to an Airbnb where they can stay the night, enjoy their night actually, and get new luxurious customers to their customer base. So it's very important for the people to know that when we're searching for someone to partner with, we should look into the challenges and the common ground. And we shouldn't be afraid and say that this is a luxurious company, this is a high company, this is a company that isn't up to my level, I cannot partner. You can always find a beneficial aspect that can lead you to go and partner with another company and give you more awareness, more customer. It will increase your sales, it will reduce your costs. So don't be afraid to go to those kind of partnerships.
I want to add.
Can I?
Yes.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
Sure.
Elon Musk also is for to open to March. I mean, his world is the galaxy, and Airbnb is all over the world. So I mean, the experience of universe all over the world differently with a high performance car, high valuable car. I think it's perhaps it's also a question of all over the world, the universe, luxury, innovation, and to adapt to the way of style of this kind of travelers.
True.
Yes, and I want to add one point, speaking of the integrated approach that we talked about. If you see in Nike, Apple example, and Tesla and Airbnb example, if you see how this partnership is reflected in the advertisement and in the slogan they're using. So here they're using "Be free, go far," to tell you that how they are reflecting their partnerships and the values they want to communicate to their clients, okay? And for example, in the advertisement of Nike, we see "Stay tuned for the next run." So stay tuned, like working on the wording that are used by the
music
and the music, and the run that reflects basically the running shoes and the running experience offered by Nike. So it's very important to reflect any partnerships in the communication, in the strategy, and involve all the company stakeholders, clients, employees, etc. around it. Okay, so now it's your turn, Jessie.
Yes, so since we were talking about the partnerships, it's really important and essential for you to know who are the partners that you want to partner with, and start thinking about who are the main stakeholder and key player in the market, that when your effort is combined with their efforts, you can do a very good job. So this is an exercise that you need to do. You can do it on Word or on Excel or whatever tool you need to you want to use, because we might ask you to share your exercises with us.
No,
so
actually,
try to.
We will give you 3 minutes. We will give you 3 minutes, and we'll ask you to at least put 1 or 2 needs that you have. Who can be the type of stakeholders you need to partner with, and if you have their names already or not.
Yes, the type of stakeholder that Christelle was talking about, is it municipality, is it a corporation, a university, a school? So put everything or at least 2 to 3 points. And if you have the name, put the potential partner's name also.
So we want you please to reflect on this. We'll give you 2 minutes, but we want you to work on it, at least 1 or 2, identify 1 or 2 partners, and we want to hear from you, okay? So we'll give you 2 minutes, and we'll ask some of you to share with us what did you have in mind, and basically discuss any feedback we may have. Okay, who would like to share with us? Mihanta, would you like to share any idea that you identified? Since I want to thank you, by the way, I really want to thank you because you are sharing and interacting, and this is very important. So I encourage the rest also to talk about their ideas, because we want to hear from you and help you. So if you want to share any idea, it would be great.
Well, for partnership, it will be a manufacturer, outsourcing, manufacturer with high quality standards, and distributor.
Can you just
Mihanta, can you yeah, I wanted to ask the same question.
Yeah, so a manufacturer for what and distributor for what? Just to be.
Yes, manufacturer, because we need now international standard quality. So I mean, this is a manufacturer with ISO norm, high quality norms. This is the first partnership. It will be outsourcing production. The second partnership, is it clear?
Yes.
The second partnership would be a distributor, because we know how to produce. but it is another job, specialized job distribution. I don't know how to make it, so it is another talent. So it would be distributor. And third, perhaps a media partner, just to help us to communicate on our values and also in our authenticity, these sort of things.
And did you identify who are these partners? Like, do you have names of manufacturer or names of distributors or potential company that can help you in media?
Yes, I have, but I can't give the name because this is a promise.
Okay.
Because from now we haven't signed the contract. We will sign it in the next 2 weeks. So I just can't speak about it now.
Sure. I mean,
But,
it's good that you know who are these people. So,
yes.
and if we want to talk about basically the types of partnerships that you're developing and the type of stakeholders you want to engage with, it's very important to identify, in this case, what is the added value for each party? So what's in it for you and what's in it for them? What are the advantages? To split clearly the roles and responsibilities and benefits. So probably, for example, if we take the distribution partner, probably it would be a type of revenue sharing collaboration. So this is so every time they sell, you get the share, but they get a share for their a certain percentage for their distribution effort. So it's very important to define the type of collaboration and the type of the conditions of this collaboration. Okay, so this is very important.
Thank you. Thank you for helping.
Yes, so we're going to show you also some examples of what to include in a partnership presentation or document that you're preparing in the coming slides. But I would like to hear also, thank you so much, Mihanta. Who would like to share also their experience and their needs? Naima, there's Meren, there's Anna.
Tour.
Anyone want to add anything?
Yes, there's someone raising their hand.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. I think for me, for example, I can partner with an hotel, local hotel. Like this, I can improve and ensure the client receipt, and the hotel can how to say that diversify.
Okay, diversify.
Diversify their services and improve too their value.
Okay,
and,
so you are providing tours, you provide tours, touristic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I partner with a hotel, the two sides win something.
Yes, sure. So he would add services to his clients, and you would have access to, yes, to tourists.
Yeah, and like this, I can reduce my cost too. And in the same way, the hotel can win some, improve their image, and can win some more money.
Yes, so indeed, this is very valuable. And did you identify who are, for example, the top hotels you want to collaborate with?
Yeah. There's a new hotel in my area, and they began. So I think that it's better if I can advise them this idea.
Okay, and did you start initiating the relationship with them? Did you start contacting them?
No, it's just an idea
Okay.
I have right now.
So I hope next time, I hope that you will take some elements from our session today and really move into contacting them. And I wish you also fruitful partnerships. So
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else would like to share an idea before we move on with the slides? Anna, would you like to share? Okay, so anyone, if you want to share later on in the session, we're happy to hear. So just raise your hands. I think
No.
Someone. No, it's you. Okay. Okay, so we'll move on. So this is a simple exercise. It's useful for you to map your partners, okay? And we're going to share with you some tools also for reference that you can use at a later stage, more advanced, when you have many partners, that can help you in selecting your partner and building the relationship, the partnership process. So this is, for example, this is a tool that will help you define the type of partnerships, like I said. So the type of partnership that you want to build. So here you have options, but of course you can add. These are suggested options. And basically, it's very good to define what is the value that you want for your company, what do you expect from the partner, and to put some partners, potential names in this list, okay, and to grade. So to give a grading so that you can prioritize who are the top partners, the most interesting and relevant partner for you to contact. So this is another kind of exercise that can help you in identifying the needs, the type of partnerships, and who are the main partners that you can start contacting. Now, we have identified the needs, we have identified the partners. What's next? We need to move into action, right? So we need to build the partnerships. So some elements, we have to be very well prepared, okay? So we have to basically ask ourselves, where are we now? What do we need? We have to identify the partners, to identify their profiles, their mission, the impact of this relationship that I want to create with them. What do I need from them and what do I have to offer? Okay, the win-win collaboration. And then we have to basically define the objective of our partnership. So why I want to do this partnership? Okay, so what is the impact I want to create after finishing this partnership? And the objective should be very specific. So am I looking to increase my sales, for example? If yes, I would like to put an objective, a target, a percentage. Do I want to access new customers? So how many percentage of customers do I want to add to my company? I want to build more brand awareness. I want more distribution. Geographical distribution. So I need to define the objective. So what do I need to achieve by the end of this partnership? Okay. Then we need to we need to plan for this partnership, like the partnership presentation. I'm going to show you an example of that. And I'm going to tell you what are the elements that you need to include in this partnership. We need to plan and basically talk to our partners. So ask for a meeting, send emails, give them a call, go for a personal visit, do a presentation about our company. We need to be ready and to contact these people and to meet with them, okay? We need to introduce what are we proposing, our partnership proposal, okay? We need to follow up and close. And once we reach to an agreement, we need to sign a partnership agreement, which is a formal document that formalizes this collaboration and this relationship and put all the criteria, roles, responsibilities, benefits, etc. in this document. Okay, and we need to move into execution. So we need to have a timeline of activities, responsibilities, timeline, budget, and we need to implement it. And at the end, for sure, we need to look at the result we did. Do we need to improve anything? Are we satisfied with this partnership? What can I change? What can I improve? Can I repeat it the same as it was? So it's very important to assess, okay, what we did, the impact of it, the result, to build my future partnership accordingly and in a better way. So if we speak about the stages of partnerships, there's the initiation. So starting my partnerships, developing this relationship through implementation, evaluating this relationship, and discussing at the end, what will I do based on the result? Should I renew my partnership? Should I change any clause in my partnership? Should I define other types of more relevant partnership? So it's really important to assess and to evaluate along the process the results that I got and the impact that I got on my business in order to define the future steps accordingly. This is another tool that we can share with you basically. In case you have many partners to consider, like if we go back to the hotel experience, okay? If I have 3 hotels, which is the hotel that I need to, which hotel I need to contact first, okay? So based on what I can select hotel A or B or C. So I put basically criteria, okay? I put what's important for me to select hotel. For example, maybe an important customer baseline. So will I start with a hotel that has 20 rooms or a hotel that has 50 rooms? Okay, so 50 rooms is more important than 20 rooms because it has a bigger customer baseline. So what are the important criteria that I need to reflect on and refer to, okay, to be able to say, this is my priority A partner or B or C. Okay, this is an example of a tool that you can use to select the most important partners and to start the initiating the partnership with them. This is another tool also that basically help you find also partners based on the value you need, based on your needs. Okay, so again, you can identify what are the needs you have. So do I need knowledge? Sorry. Okay. So do I need someone to help me develop my product, to help me develop my sales, to help me expand my customer baseline, to help me have more distribution network? So what are my needs? Okay, who are the potential people I can collaborate with? What types of collaboration I can have? And how to find this partner and how to launch this partnership. This is another example that we want to share also. I'll let Jessica share more about it.
So if I tell you to think about Disney, what would you think? Anyone has any idea about what Disney does?
Cartoons, films,
Hi, Mian.
entertainment. Hi, Jessica. Entertainment and yes, that's it.
Okay, and if I tell you to think about Coach, what would you think? You know the brand Coach, no? It's a luxurious brand for handbags. So this was a very, very interesting collaboration and partnership because Coach was celebrating its 75th birthday, anniversary actually. And they were looking into themselves and they were perceiving at themselves as if they were a luxurious brand in between among a lot of luxurious brand, and they wanted to stand apart of a crowded luxury brand. And they were thinking that Disney World, as Mianta was saying, is perceived as a symbol of joy, creativity, and Coach wanted to perceive itself as a youthful perspective in a fashion way, that it's not only luxurious, but it's also a symbol of creativity. And this is why they launched this limited edition and they did this partnership only for this limited edition. So it was a short-term partnership. It was only to celebrate the 75th anniversary, and it was a limited edition collection. They didn't do it again. People bought a lot, and even though the prices were high and they were not low prices, they were able to sell in like 4 or 5 months a high amount of handbags related and branded as the Disney channels.
So interesting. Thank you, Jessica. This is another example as well.
Yes, also this is another example that I'll be talking about. As you see, like Apple, they do a lot of sponsorship. They have more than 32 sponsors, not sponsorship, partnerships, I'm sorry. And they always try to search what bring them together with the other brand that they want to partner with. So in this picture, we can see that Apple Pay, they did a sponsorship, they did a partnership with MasterCard. And because everyone and all the people, they perceive the Apple Watch as related to health. It can calculate the calories, what's your health, your heartbeat, and everything. But Apple wanted to give this perception for the people that not only we can take care of your health, but also we can take care of your financials, where you don't need to have your wallet anymore. You don't need to have your money or your credit card. Everything is in your on your wrist, and all you have to do is tap to pay, and then everything that you pay is put in another application that can monitor their financials. What did you pay? Where did it go? In which sector? Entertainment, gasoline, food. So at the end of the month, you can know where did you spend your money. Usually most of the people that use the credit card, they get lost in the spendings and they don't calculate where they're spending. So, and what they did is like, they told the people that come use our watch, integrate your card in it, and at the end of the month you can be able to track whatever you are spending. So that was really an interesting one, and it was very, very successful.
So
does anyone has any questions about these partnerships, how they started, where they're going, what their the objective of those partnerships?
So I think the common from all the examples you showed us, I think we can reflect on the common benefits and complementarity. So they complete each other, they have mutual benefits and goals and shared values, okay, for their customers, and the experience. Again, we go back to this magical word because it really makes the whole difference in business. The experience you give to your customer. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Now we're gonna basically talk about, so okay, I have identified my partners, right? I will need to approach these partners. So like I said, I will need to talk to them, call them, initiate a first contact, a first meeting with their online meeting, or go visit them. Okay, I need to present my company, or if I already know these people, I need to send them to build a partnership deck, a partnership proposal. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what are the key elements that should be included in a partnership proposal. Of course, you can change, you can customize the way you want, you can add, you can remove, but I wanted to share and give you an example of basically the main elements that should be in your partnership proposal. So the proposal should summarize all your partnership ideas, okay? So you have to do a very strong research about your partner before building the partnership proposal, because you have to talk their language. You have to understand what is their pain point, okay, to be able to develop this partnership and generate their interest. So in the partnership proposal, the key elements to include, we can start by putting the context. So why I'm approaching this partner? I'm talking about what? I'm talking about what is the opportunity that I'm highlighting, or what is the challenge that I'm solving? What's the context? What's the sector? So am I doing a big event to raise awareness about the environment? Am I don't know, am I producing a healthy product, a healthy food that will create a very positive impact to the community? So what is the context of the partnership? Okay, why I'm approaching this person? Then you have to put elements that are related to your company. So who are you? Okay, when you say who are you, what's your profile? What does your company do? Okay, and what's your track record? So if you have track records, for example, if you have certain number of clients, if you have testimonials from your clients, if you have track records in success, it's good to put elements that shows the history of your company and the success that you already did. And if you are a startup, okay, it's good to define well your company and what is the mission and vision that you want to create. Okay, so why does your startup exist, and why it is a bit unique, why it is an important startup. Okay, so you need to define who you are in the partnership proposal. Then you need to highlight the mission and the shared values. So what are the values? What are basically, what's the mission that you want to achieve by building this partnership? And this should be common for you and your partner, okay? Then you need to highlight the offer. So what are you offering? What are you talking about? Do you want to distribution activities, sponsorship activities, media activities? What are you suggesting? You want to build a campaign, a marketing campaign. You want to funding opportunities. So what is the offer? What is the solution that you're bringing for this partnership? What is your suggestion, right? And what are your goals? So after this partnership, what do you like to achieve? What are the main results you expect to reach? Okay, to increase your customers, to build a business collaboration, to launch your business in a new market. What is the goal of this partnership? Okay, and what is the impact that you want to create on the business level, on the community level, on the media and awareness level? What is the impact that you aim to create? Then you have to frame basically, what does this partnership include? Like, what's the plan that you want to execute? What are the main activities? What's the methodology? And what's the dissemination plan? Like, how are you going to communicate about it? Okay, you have to include timeline. So the timeline of the different activities that you aim to do and the conditions that apply. Okay, you have to, and when I say conditions, it can be basically finance conditions, it can be certain requirements, branding requirements, for example, to abide by. So what are the conditions? Okay, after, sometimes we can give, if we're talking about sponsorship, for example, for an event, you can include several types of partnerships, several options. You can see gold sponsor, bronze sponsor. You can see, I don't know, community partner, technology partner. So what are the types of partnership that you want to propose to your partner? Okay, and you need to describe each of them, and what are the roles and key benefits for each one of you. So what's the role of your partner, and what's the added value services, what's the benefits for him, and the same for you. And then you have to include any element related to the budget or the commitment required. And again, on the level of the budget, sometimes we require a budget commitment, and sometimes we require an in-kind service or offer. Okay, so something they have to offer, whether a facility, whether an expertise, whether a service that they are doing for you that is worth a budget. Okay, so this is these are like small elements to highlight, important to have, but of course it depends on, again, what do you need, what do you have to offer, what kind of partners are you approaching, and each partner have. So sometimes when we build a partnership proposal, there are several paragraphs and components that are the same, but there are some sections that needs to be customized according to your partner profile, needs, type of collaboration that you want with them. Okay, I will give you an example of a partnership, basically a partnership proposal, a web page that summarizes a partnership for the Web Summit. So I will tell you a bit about the Web Summit event. So the Web Summit event, it's a global, very well-known event that gathered technologists, innovators, big corporations and companies from all over the world, okay, to meet for 3 days, 3 to 4 days, to basically do conferences, panels, exchange knowledge, build partnership, startups pitching, investors doing business deal with startups, business-to-business meetings. So it's really a very big global event that happens every year, okay? And on their website, they have included basically the partner section. So why partner or partner with us? It's the name of the section. And these are the elements. I will scroll down and show you the main elements of their webpage explaining their partnership proposal, okay? So like I said, they start with the context, okay? Like what they are talking about. So if you see a very strong tagline, okay, so join the world's leading companies at Web Summit 2022. It's a small introduction that says basically what is the context of this partnership, okay? What am I talking about? Then they highlight the track record of the events. And here I want to tell you basically the track record, like the history, who they are and their success record, right? And here I want to tell you, the more you use numbers, the more you are specific, the more you show examples and visual elements, and the better you will be appealing to your customers, okay? So here they put the number of startups that will be present, the number of investors, the media coverage, the number of partners, okay? So this is a very summarized way to attract someone to become partner with the Web Summit event. Then they move to why. So why partner with Web Summit? They move to the key benefits that I will get if I partner with them, right? So you see, it's very well explained and very attractive in terms of description of the added value services that I can have and advantages if I partner with them. So I will have awareness for my brand. I will learn a lot. I will increase leadership for my company. I will have a lot of networking. I will increase lead generation and get more customers. Then they show examples of the companies that partner with them, okay? This is an indirect way to attract similar companies to be interested in joining this network and partnering with them. Then they include a video, right? Video that basically will show a preview of what to expect in this event. So this will show the partners basically what are they talking about? What does the Web Summit look like if I've never attended this event? Then they move into action. So basically, okay, I'm interested, what's next? They are explaining in a very graphical and easy way that next steps, if I'm interested, what's the action required? Okay, so they connect us with a partner specialist from their team. They design a package, a partner package. So this is where I told you sometimes you can have access or include several packages of partnerships. So you will have basically access to the different types of partnership, the different requirements, what's in it for you, the added value you'll get, and the financial commitment you'll have to commit to. Then you plan for it, and then you execute, okay? So here they move into the action tagline. So if you're interested, you drop them a mail, and basically they will connect with you to follow up, to send you the partnership packages, to explain to you, and to try to close the deal. Okay, so and even if you see, they're having testimonials from previous partners. So testimonials from customers, whether it's a video testimonial or whether you get quotes from your customer, this is very also important to show. Okay, and so this is a very basically simple example that to show you a way of putting together a partnership proposal. But of course, this is an example. You can customize the way you want. So so now I will basically stop sharing, and I want to hear from you. So any insight, anything that you want to share, any feedback, any question? So to sum up, if I want you to keep something really from the session, is the value of building partnerships. And this is the importance of building a personal relationship for your business. So it's not just about technology and, virtual world. It's also about building relationships, maintaining this relationship, and translating these relationships into fruitful result to your business. Okay, so it's very important to identify the needs that you have, who are the types of partners that you need, what kind of collaborations you can develop, and move into action and talking to these people and collaborating with these people. And we can see really startups that succeed. They have a very big network of collaborators, stakeholders, media partners, because it's a way to mobilize people around you, around your business, and to expand basically the impact that you're creating in your business. And instead of doing everything alone, so you have people around you to support you and to create a bigger impact and mutual benefits and more business results also. So more profits to your business. So anyone would like to share? Jessica, do you like to add anything? You are muted. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. No.
Now?
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to say partnership is a very, very essential, and it's very important for all the companies, and it falls under different types and strategy. And the way you were doing all the presentation and you were giving all the examples and how to build these types of partnership is very important for all the startups that want to scale up, to think about who's my partners, with whom I need to deal with, who would be the best companies that I can rely on and rely on to be able to scale, to be able to export, to be able to import. And even if we look into the media, sometimes we go into a sponsorship just for us to be able to raise our awareness through another a third party. That today, if we look into the word of the marketing, it's the bloggers. So they get the bloggers because everyone would trust the blogger, and then if they trust the blogger, they're trusting us. And don't be afraid to go into companies that are luxurious. I know these companies can give you a lot of potential, and they might get you to scale even faster if you go to those companies.
Also corporates. So some corporates may need to grow their innovation services products, and you may be solving like a niche innovation of what they want to work on. So instead of doing them by themselves, they can outsource to you, or they can partner with you, or develop further collaboration. So this is a big it's a big horizon. Okay, but it's very key, and it's very important for startups and for businesses at any stage. So anyone wants to share anything before we close the session?
It's clearer now. And I love the point, the legal point, because when you're in a startup, very often you don't think about the legal point, and you just insist on it, that we have to put in a contract, you know, the legal points of the partnership. It's not just it's to be professional, and then everybody know what to do, who does what.
Yes.
I think this is very important, because very often we don't think about that. We just go on, and we just move ahead and to meet people, but not think a lot about the consequences and the legal consequences that we have really to deal with. So for that, thank you, Christelle and Jessica.
And sometimes, sometimes it's not, if the partnership is very big and formal and requires a lot of operations, of course you need a legal contract. But sometimes if it's a simple media partnership or community partnership, you can develop we call it memorandum of understanding, like a small 2-page document that formalize the discussion and make it clear, you know, and frame the kind of collaboration you will have. So there's on the chat a message.
Yes, someone is asking.
We could have more partners as my need, and all these partners have to know each other.
Or no?
It depends. There's no regulations that partners should know each other's or not, but the more you build, this is actually an important question, because one of the key success of a startup, okay, is building a community around the startups. Community is the group of stakeholders, like bringing together my customers, my partners, my employees together, okay? So the more you create a network, a community around you, you engage with them, and the better impact you will create. But there's no restrictions or rules that said if I have a partner, I need to get him to know the other partner. No, it really depends. So anyone wants to add?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I would like to know how to difference if what we need is a partnership, or it is, if I'm not wrong, the partnership is working together. But what is the difference if the other one is just buying a product from the other?
I didn't understand your question, Anna. Can you repeat? Like, what? How do you want to? Can you repeat your question?
I would like to know. The partnership is two companies, for example, to work together.
Yes.
But one can be a client of the other.
Yes.
How to difference this? How to say that? How we can call if it is our supplier, or it can be our partner?
Yes. Okay. I will to reply to you. There are different types and many types of partnerships. Okay. But what I want you to keep in mind is that anyone you work with, even your customer, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You have to have in mind, it's a partner. I mean, partnership is not only Who are the people I'm working with? Partnership, it's a strategy, it's a mindset. So the more you look at the buyers, the sellers, the people around you, the customer, as my partner, you know, as I need this person to grow my business and create a mutual benefits, and the more successful you will be. So suppliers or buyers, like to answer your question, yes, they are buying your product, or they are basically distributing your product, but it's also a category of partnerships. So there are many categories of partnerships. Can be seller, can be buyer, can be someone I outsource to, can be a media partner. There's no limitation, but the partnership is also a mindset, it's a strategy. So think of them, yes, as partners, as you want to keep a good relationship with them, keep them happy and stay happy with them. So make sure that you have common benefits, you have common responsibilities, follow up and maintain this relationship as a partnership. And this is how you grow your business.
Okay, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So anyone from the Big Africa team wants to add anything before we close? Francis or? Anyone from EBN wants to add anything?
David is here. It was great to listen also the discussion actually, and I also had a chance to learn and listen as well. Nothing from my side, and thank you very much, Crystal and Jessica, for this insightful session and also the discussion from the team. Yeah, that's all from my side. I don't know if.
So thank you, and you have our emails should any of the participants have questions or want to share with us any feedback or any question or any insights they need. We are here to help, not only now, but beyond the session. And we wish you luck, everyone, in building the most fruitful partnerships. It's all about partnerships and personal relationships in whatever we do. At the end, we are dealing with human, so it's business, but it's about also dealing with other humans as well. So it's about relationship and building sustainable partnerships. This is how we grow the impact we do. Thank you, and we keep in touch, and best of luck. Ciao, everyone.
Thank you. Bye. Have a nice evening again. Bye.